Hey guys, it's your boy. We're back with more multi content. Today is the Universal Superhero ABX day. We used to use actually Medusa leadership or Hyperion leadership with Insight. Now I had put my Insight on Medusa just so that I could use her for this day as well as the Universal Female Day. Now I was just curious to see how Captain Marvel will do with this team up or with this team up, because we know Ghost Panther is a support, Phyla-Vell is a support, and Nova by surprise is also support. Phyla-Vell gives you this 30% all attack buff, which actually stacks with your all attack skills, plus she gives us 25% skill damage. Nova on the other hand has the 40% damage increase to villain types as well as 25% ignore dodge, which actually helps sometimes if you get blinded by the beast, because today for Universal Superhero Day and actually the beast has blind. And Ghost Panther, as we all know, it gives fire damage, which will not work with the Captain Marvel, but it definitely gives that 45 juicy damage increase to villain types. Now let's go for my Captain Marvel build first, and then we'll go for other stuff. Now you will see that my build here has 8.31% dodge, and that's because Phyla-Vell is giving me 4.7% dodge with the team up. So that's why. So we have all the stats maxed out. She has 55,377 energy attack with this team up with her own leadership, because her own leadership gives herself energy attack, which probably we are using for the first time in ABX, because Medusa and others were always the best to use it. For the Odin's blessings, I got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So I got 12 Odin's blessings. Not like a crazy setup. Definitely you can probably do it, I think, for this day. I only did that for the Universal Female Day because that's the hardest day to cap with Captain Marvel. The force gear is rolled for critical damage and all skills level 6, rank 5, stage 12 power of Angry Hulk, CDP of Rage with a mythic uniform, and all the uniforms options as well. Now what I'm gonna do for this video, we all know I have posted a lot of Captain Marvel content, Captain Marvel videos, ABX, to try and maximize the point score that you can get, plus also canceling the roars. I did the slow motion guide as well. This is not going to be a slow motion guide, but what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be doing 2 runs. Phyla-Vell definitely is better support than Nova, as we tested on the no restriction day before. Okay, where's my Captain Marvel? So she is definitely better than Nova, but I'm going to be testing out this team versus this team. So Nova, definitely, if you don't have Ghost Panther, as I said in the previous video, for a free to play player, Nova will be the best guy to use with your Phyla. And this is definitely a really free to play setup. If you have a Ghost Panther, then definitely go for Ghost Panther and do the stuff. So we're gonna do 2 runs. We will see the runs and the scores, how much difference is that. And I want to give you guys my tips, that little points that I think will be helpful for getting the most out of your Captain Marvel, and how to actually accommodate for, or how to actually manage the strikers. Because if you go here, Nova as well as Phyla-Vell has the chance of striking for Captain Marvel whenever she's attacking. One has 16% chance and one has 20% chance, and both come up like one after another, or maybe together sometimes. So we'll go and see how it goes. So let's go for the run, and then we can probably talk about some points that will actually help you out get the most of your Captain Marvel. So yeah, let's go. So the first one, let's go for Captain Marvel lead Nova and Phyla team up as we decided, and the rotation is the same: 5-2-4, 1-2-3, 1-2-4, 3, T3. T3 when there is around 3 seconds left on the proc. Now one thing to actually notice about this run and these runs, there are actually one more after this one. So you will see, as I attacked, Phyla-Vell just strikes, and now Nova just strikes. So they both have the striker tendency. So Nova has 16% chance to appear when you will be attacking, and Phyla-Vell has a 20% chance to appear when you're attacking. So they both are gonna be striking for you one after another. One more thing, they are not gonna strike for you together, which is okay. I mean, I think they did that just because as a game mechanics, just so that in some cases, if you in some game mode if you have like I should say, if you have a really good really bad situation where your character is gonna die and all both the characters are striking for you, you cannot switch to them, right? So I think that's the point right there. Now we'll go and use the tier 3 skill now to cancel the roar pretty easily. That was one of the easiest ways, and I think this happens with this team up, as I said before as well. With this team up, as we are running Captain Marvel as the main lead, we start right off the bat, so so we don't have to switch to Captain Marvel or the main character. So we have a 2 seconds advantage window, and apart from the 2 second advantage, these two characters are striking for us. So when we are in iframe with our Captain Marvel, if one of these characters strikes, you will see right there, and Beast will actually start moving right there. Before we came out of iframe, Beast started moving. It helps a lot because for Beast we are in iframe, but there is a character, the striker, which is actually available at that time, which he can attack. Now we will use the tier 3 skill at 116 right there, and we will cancel the roar pretty easily. Second skill, second roar is probably the easiest, but definitely the 116 timer only works like mostly if he gets stunned by the meteor. So if he does not get stunned, then you might wanna actually might have to actually tweak your rotation a little bit for the timing. So as I was saying, these strikers actually make a really good difference and actually make your life much more easier. I'm not sure about everyone else is actually having the same stuff as me, but we will go for, okay, let's go for a tier 3 skill. Now he's not gonna strike, he just strikes, so I'm gonna hold my, right there, I held my second skill a little bit just because he had jumped once, and for that time frame, if I had used my second skill, which is a partial iframe, he will just stop and roar. I would not be able to cancel the roar in that position, in that time zone. So some of the few things that you should be looking for is one of these. When he decides to double jump, if there is a striker, especially in this case, you might want to hold some of your iframe skills and just use them time wise to actually score really good. Now 7.48 is a really good run. That's also, we are running without insights, that the scores I'm showing you with 76% energy attack on my cards is without insight. And let's go for the second run where we will be going with Ghost Panther and Phyla, and let's see the score difference. So as I was saying, this is without insight, so I think, to be honest, 60%, around 60% energy attack should be the base value for capping with Captain Marvel. And I think 60% will be, I think, with insight, if I'm not wrong. If you don't have insight on the team, you might want to put insight on Phyla if you are still struggling to cap, if you have really low energy attack or low build. Depending on definitely build, 60% should be the base value where you can actually cap I think with insight or without insight. You can cap without insight with 60% energy attack on your cards, but definitely that would vary. Some might actually cap with that, some might actually struggle to cap with that and will need insight. That depends on your build. So there is not like a single, we can just all assume, we can all make assumptions about the scores and the calculations that I do, because the calculations that I do are based on my attack, but I try to actually accommodate and I try to calculate the amount of cards and amount of card stats and build for other characters too. Now you will see I will use 5 2, I will hold that, so he will jump again and then first skill to cancel the roar. You might have to also do that. It does not happen much for the first roar. It is happened right now. It usually happened for the third roar. You will see as soon as you finish your tier 3 skill, when you go 5, he will jump once, and if you go right into your second skill, right into your fourth skill, which is an iframe, he will stop because there is no character that he can attack, and he will actually roar right after that, which a lot of people actually struggle to actually get a hold of and cancel the roar. So this is what you should be doing. If you finish your tier 3 skill, when you use your fifth skill, if he is doing the double jump attack, use 5, cancel 2, hold off, and then use your fourth skill when he's about to jump for the second time, and as he finished the jumping for the second time, use the first skill to cancel the roars, which is to be honest, once you get the hold of the rotation, you can, I mean, I've been thinking about this for a long time about people having problems with the roar cancel. I would say you can do it two ways. First, you can just get the timing right for the roars, when you need to use the first skill, when you need to use the tier 3 skill, or what you can do is just go for the rotation and then go for the roar. Now you will see I'm gonna go 2-4, use the first skill, I'll use a co-op skill right there, just because there were no skill to use, so we have cancelled all the roar. So as I was saying, if you want to master the roar cancelling with Captain Marvel, it's super easy, but the steps are, you need to practice definitely. So I would say first, you can go either way. First, just get the rotation down, and then work as once you have the rotation on a really good flow, fast enough, then try to learn about the roar cancel, or just go for the roar timings first and the timings for the tier 3 skill and the first skill to cancel the roar, and then go for your rotation. 7.63, amazing score without insight. To be honest, 60% should be the criteria for capping out today, and don't miss out in capping out, because this is really good, because Captain Marvel just got so easier, right? So let's go for the post analysis. So really guys, I don't think there is much of a difference between these two teams. Now for guys that might be thinking that, hey, we don't have Ghost Panther, we don't have the biosub for getting him, even if you don't have him, for ABX, because you don't need Ghost Panther anymore, you can use this team and get almost exactly the same score as this team up. So you are not missing out on anything. Just don't worry about not getting the Ghost Panther buff. You can use this, get the score. Plus that was actually without insight. I do not have insight on this team, so the score that I just showed you was without insight, and my 76% energy attack. Now you will say 76%, no, not everyone can get it, but look at this way. Look at it this way. I don't have insight, I still got 7.5, almost 7.5 without insight, 76%. If you have an insight, I think Captain Marvel, at least for today, if you have around 60% energy attack on your cards, you should have no problem, absolutely no problem capping out with Captain Marvel if you are doing the rotation right, if you are doing the things right. It's just not a question at all. You should be capping on this day. If you are not, yeah, definitely you are missing a lot of stuff, and you need to practice more for Captain Marvel. I hope you do so, and I hope you improve, and if not just for this day. Miracles do not happen in one day. Just keep practicing, and at least from the next time when this day comes up, I want all of you to cap with Captain Marvel with the exact same build that you have right now. Try not to change anything and do better than what you are doing right now, which is a really big motivation that I give to myself sometimes while playing ABX. I need to do just better than me, right? I don't care what other players are scoring. I just need to do better or the same that I'm doing right now. So just let me know what do you think about that. Let me know in the comments. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Plus, as always, if you like the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. See ya. Keep practicing.